This is just a pitch right next to the basket, knowing how likely rollaways can happen here on this green. Just a forehand approach here on 11.
This is like my full name when I actually have to write it. And then this is becoming my signature for my fans that I don't think it looks like my name, so I'm trying to correct it, and I'm leaning towards this guy.
I think the one word I will say to describe her is earnest. This is not just a lifestyle, live on the road, live in your van, hang out with all your friends every day.
The eagle that we saw from Hennon is the only one that we've seen this weekend, although this is playing as the second most easy.
Not every person on the Disc Golf Pro Tour has goals or desires to be a world champion. But there's a handful that say, I want to be the best player in the world. And I think Valerie wants that.
I feel like once we played Junior World, and that's when we got sponsored and all of that just took off.
Maybe you give us your name, where you're from?
Valerie Mandujano, San Antonio, Texas.
All right, good luck, Valerie.
We were just enjoying it, and it just kind of happened.
And a solid birdie putt to start out the round.
When we played doubles, we won by a good amount. From there, we're like, oh, we're getting pretty good.
You could tell very early on that even as a junior player, her and her sister, very serious.
We played Junior World 2014, 15, 16, and then played Am Worlds 2018.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 2018 PDGA Amateur World Championships. 19-year-old Valerie is sitting one stroke behind her sister.
Knowing Val and I did like tons of field work, rounds, and putting, and seeing it pay off, I was like, okay, this is something.
When I first saw her throw, it was a few years back.
With my sister on my side, I'm pretty confident.
And instantly I recognized that she had the stuff.
And this is Valerie? Ooh, she's got some nice form.
Yeah.
Her swing was just beautiful with her backhand.
First time watching her play, and it's at a World's League card. How about that?
The form is there, the timing is there, the understanding of the flight of a disc is there. Yes, you can have subpar technique and be a good player, but having good technique means that your ceiling is just so much higher.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay.
Man, Valerie's super impressed with her game.
When I think about Valerie playing, I think of consistency. Someone who didn't necessarily shoot to the top, but it was slow and steady. It wasn't an immediate success or an immediate rise to fame. She had to work for it.
Waco was my breakout tournament. I got to take some weight off my shoulders by winning.
This looks great. Unbelievable. The shot by Valerie.
I feel like these emotions are gonna hit her like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, I just want to dedicate this win to my grandfather. He never got to see me win, so I told myself I had to win this year. So this is for you, Dad.
It was really like, okay, I'm here. All the work that I put in paid off, and she did it again.
2022 Portland Open champion, Valerie Mandujano!
We also had a big off-season change to move from one manufacturer to another.
Valerie joining Discraft was a very natural signing to match her sister, and now they have two very solid young players.
Looking back, it's like it's been such a long road. Here now, where we are, it's like, wow.
Hey everybody, Johnny Disc Golf back with another off-season interview. This time I am joined by Discraft's newest elite team member, Miss Valerie Mandujano. Talk to me a little bit about the media week, or I actually don't know how long it was, the media session that you guys had down in Florida.
Day before, I rolled my ankle. Grade three ankle roll.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was out on the disc golf course.
How long has it been since the injury?
I think it's been 2 months and 2 weeks.
And what's the status of the ankle?
Not playing yet. We were playing at my local course, Hillside, hole 11. When you finish the hole, you're pretty much like walking down this steep hill that has a bunch of like loose rocks. But I was doing this little jog that you do down a hill. And I was just kind of caught up in conversation, and I just landed my left foot on half a rock and half the ground and put all my weight on that and tore 2 tendons from that.
I'm like holding her leg. It was so funny. That was funny, but in that moment it was funny. Afterwards we all laughed because she was like in shock in a way. She was crying.
Honestly, as I was laying there, I was just thinking about like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to play this year. We got up, Mason got me up, and he just carried me to the car. I didn't even try to walk in it.
As soon as I got her back to the couch, it's like it just grew a baseball. It was like a snap of a finger.
I just felt like nothing but pain flowing my ankle.
Oh God, like this is real. Like this isn't just like a little sprained ankle. This is like we need to go to the ER to like see what this could possibly be.
From Cibolo, Texas, Alexis Mandujano.
I asked them how long was it going to be until I walked. They said at least 3 weeks. I asked them about playing, and they were like 4 to 6 weeks. And when I heard 4 to 6 weeks, I was like, what? I didn't think it was that bad. I've never been injured as bad as this, so I was like, no, it's not gonna be that long. And as time went on, I was like, still hurts to walk. I think it was part of me not wanting to face that I was really injured. Oh, I'm not gonna miss 2 months of playing. Like, that's insane. Because in my mind, I was like, oh, that's setting me back.
For me, at least, there was a fear of falling behind. There was a fear that if I don't get back on the course right now, all of this dream life that I've built for myself is going to go away.
There are certain areas she couldn't even walk towards. It was sad. It was like, this is not real.
It's really difficult to sit on the sidelines, especially for someone like her who just built up all this momentum, signed a great deal. You want to show your stuff off to the world.
So everybody was expecting and excited for her return.
Like this is supposed to be the good year, 2023, the outbreak of, Val playing in discraft.
I don't think so.
Going into Waco, that's about at the end of the doctor's timeline when he said 100% you should be good to play.
We didn't realize that they had
Tea times today.
tea times.
Getting there, I was hoping she was gonna play.
I'm tired. I feel half asleep. I'm telling you, I want to play at like 7:30, be teeing off. I want to start getting up again at like 5:30. I feel like I need to get like a better routine.
I was hoping she would, but I didn't think she was going to.
Today is practice day for us, number 1. And today and tomorrow are really about testing my ankle and seeing if I'm able to play this week. Are you through another one or are you done? You threw 2, are you done? I'm gonna go 1 more. That night before I went to Waco, my ankle swelled up for just a little bit. It was nothing crazy. And when I woke up, it was still a little swollen, so. Oh yeah, so the thing I'm afraid of is like rolling it in a hole. So that's why I'm like very cautious on where I plant it. It is what it is, we'll just see how I feel. I didn't turn it. It's that Annie angle. Oh my God, I keep hitting that gap. I think going into that round, I didn't think that I wasn't going to play until the end. In the round, I kept practicing like I was going to play. Late hips. In my mind, I gave it 100%. I didn't hit it. I didn't like punch with my hips. I kind of just went, because I felt it. I felt my arm coming first. I was like, if I'm going to play, I have a shot at winning. Even though I didn't play for a few weeks, I was like, I still want to play. I still want to compete. Even my arm loose and letting my hips kind of like punch, I feel like I'm tense with it.
To go out there and now put a lot of stress and torque on it can lengthen the recovery process.
God, I hate this. I can't hit an anyone, like the angle. That's the thing, it's like I can't control the angle right now. And it's so frustrating. It's feeling a little tight, but I feel like I could push through it.
I think it was just self-deny. I didn't think it was going to actually hurt. And I was like, no, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. Like, it doesn't hurt that bad. My ankle feels stiff though now. Yeah. Paul pointed out, he's like, dude, you're just limping still in the last few holes. Like, you could tell your ankle hurts. And he's like, I don't think you should play anymore.
You're limping already.
It hurts.
Oh, no. Yeah, I know, I see you. You're one practice round and I'm already limping.
So you don't think it's a good idea?
And like I said, see you later today. Tomorrow we'll see it.
Okay, so do you think it's better if I just sit out like the Texas?
If you feel like you played well today, all right, I'm gonna have to take the next 2 days off from playing and doing a bit of stuff, then it might be.
But see, I feel the opposite.
If you take time off?
No, I feel like I didn't play well today.
You didn't play well today?
Mm-mm.
Then it's probably not gonna get better. But like I said, you're gonna notice, like,
Don't look there. Don't look. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna play. My ankle probably hurts the most, and it's hurt in a while.
Really?
Yeah.
You threw a lot of putts, you threw a lot of shots.
It's the front side of it.
The front of it.
Welcome back to the Upshot. We've got our second Elite Series stop of the season coming up. It is the Waco Annual Charity Open, of course, in Waco, Texas. As of yesterday, Valerie Mandujano was still registered, but she has dropped out. We'll have to wait to see Valerie Mandujano's debut this year.
I'm assuming you're next. I didn't actually see the schedule.
140?
Okay, cool.
Okay. I was like, wait,
You know more than me right now.
You're doing great. Joining us now, we have the champion of last year's Waco Annual Charity Open, Valerie Mandujano. Valerie, you posted something that a lot of fans were probably sad to see.
I haven't done one of these in a while.
Can you talk about what you posted for the people who haven't seen it yet?
Yeah, I made a post stating that I will no longer be playing just due to my injury. I just feel like it's a smart choice right now. I didn't want to make the choice. I lingered to make it up until my first practice round. It was a hard choice to make, but I made it. When I will be competing or even being on the tour, I'm not really sure.
Injuries are hard. They're hard physically, but they're hard to deal with from a mental perspective as well.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Not a lot of athletes want to share that right away with many people because it's a battle.
I think something like an injury forces you to step away from your coping mechanism, which is just going out and playing, and really discover who you are and what you truly want. When I was playing on the tour, I was almost never healthy. It got to a point for me where I had to question who I was as a person. But the funny thing is, if you are a true competitor, if you are a true professional athlete, there's no question. It's when am I coming back?
Even if I'm an athlete, I'm still a human, and it still takes a lot, I think, mentally to get through. And so to take a step back, even if that's not playing for a couple months, is a lot.
Most disc golfers, even the ones with contracts, are living season to season, sometimes month to month. So when something like this happens, it's scary.
And it was very hard. I felt like during that time, just even walking, I felt so empty. Because in a way, disc golf is a part of me. This is not just something I picked up 2 years ago. It's something I've been doing for 10 years.
She's been off to a rough start. What do you make
I told this to Mason. I was like, what do I do now? Like, what is my purpose? It's been roughly over 6 months, somewhere in there. I can't be exact right now. Yeah, we're here now. Different kinds of sparkling water. I ended up waking up at 5:40, which is a lot earlier than what I intended to, but my body and my mind was already up. It's always the first sip that scares me, if it's hot or if it's cooled down. Got up, made some coffee, normal routine, pretty much getting dressed. Put the Crocs away for today. Leading up to this week, my ankle felt great. Probably the best that it's felt in a while. All good now. You ready, my love? I'm trying to think, is there anything else?
Do you think I bring 2 pairs of shoes, or do you think I just bring those?
Well, we should be coming back, right?
Yeah, you're right, so I should just bring these, right?
Yeah. Which ones are you playing in?
Those.
Then I would wear those. I think that is it. I don't remember. I haven't played in so long. I'm gonna cross our fingers and hope we have everything. It's like I didn't even feel the pain anymore. I'm gonna go to the car. Which was like, thank God. I also said a prayer before that round. I was like, Lord, this is my week. Let it be my week. And it was. I was able to play.
Well, it's going to be an interesting tournament this year. There's quite a few players who are out. Of course, Macbeth over in Europe. Eagle's out with the injury. On the FPO side, no Owen Scoggins, no Paige Pierce, but very notably, the return of Valerie Mandujano.
We got to the course about an hour and a half early before my tee time. Ooh, my hands just got sweaty.
Mandujano will be competing in her first Elite Series event of the year after injuring her ankle right before the start of the season. It's going to be fascinating to see how her game looks at this point and if she looks like she's confident on the ankle.
Straight as an arrow. When they hit red, can you let me know? I can go help you pick them up.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to throw some putts?
Yeah, I'm going to go putt right now.
Seeing Val out for the beginning portion of 2023 and actually even delaying her return multiple times to be very strategic about when she was going to return, it shows maturity on her part, but it also, the anticipation has grown.
Morning, how's it going? Going pretty good. Nice morning. Wardens, huh? Yeah.
Impossibly high. Those are the expectations. It's got to be brutal. You know, you're sitting out for 6 months, had a great last year. I'm sure they're ridiculously high. Unfairly so, actually.
I feel like time is so slow right now. Saw the cameras when I was warming up and I tried to ignore them as best as possible. I saw them in the corner of my eye and I kind of just shook it off and I was like, it's fine. We've been here before, just breathe. You still get nervous coming to these events?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to go to the point where I'm not anymore, but
I hear if you love it, you never lose that.
yeah, I don't know. I'm like, maybe if I win, I won't be nervous.
No, I could say no, that's not the case.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are we doing paper cards today?
One person gonna have to do electronic and the other can do paper.
Can I do the paper?
Yes, you can. Cool. First dibs.
I know, that's why I try to come early. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Love it.
Kind of just sat there for a little bit. I think I was 10 minutes early. I just sat there trying to calm my nerves down. Can you write the order for me? I'm way too shaky. Yeah, I was pretty nervous.
Left beyond the drop zone, you have the choice of taking it where it went out.
The disc golf world has expectations of how she's going to do when she returns, but I think they have to be scaled back and realize she's learning a new bag, she's coming off injury, she might be more well rested, but she's not going to be in mid-season form right off the bat.
Do you think throw it flat at him, or do you think I go hyzer flip at him? Honestly, I felt this like knot in my stomach when I found out I was on featured card.
Good luck. Good luck.
I was hoping to get on like one of the first cards out, if I'm being honest, just to avoid that like pressure and getting back into it. It was like no pressure, but the pressure just hit.
Next up on the box, give it up for Valerie Mandujano.
But I kind of thought back to Waco. I was like, it is what it is. I didn't want to be on featured card at Waco, and I did it. I could do it here too. It was one of those things where you just took off your training wheels and you're just like, all right, ride the bike. It's gonna be bumpy and it's not gonna be the best ride, but we're gonna start here. Dig. Where do you think I landed?
Mandujano, unfortunately, will be dropping in bogey now.
From 1 to 4, I felt very nervous. Got the first one out the way. And I felt like that got the best of me on those holes. Get under it, which is a bummer because I feel like those are some of the best scoring holes here. You kind of want to get all your birdies in the front 9. Not much I can do. Supposed to turn it. And then I felt like in the middle of it, I was finally getting comfortable and I was like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is how we do it again.
Mandujano's looking really nice early.
Do you guys think around this, like dead grass? I felt like I just got on a really good roll. Thank you. That I just kept building off of. Thanks for being out here, my love. Thanks. I need to not stop it. I need to not stop. The back is what got me.
No way. My goodness.
Mentally, I was kind of getting tired. I think I got nervous again.
Catching the koozie on that bogey bid, she will drop in double, unfortunately.
I'm so afraid of getting spit out now. I also feel like when I'm that close, I putt so freaking hard. And physically, I started getting tired. This is a longer track than what I was used to, you know, playing back home.
Mandujano for par.
Another miss.
I wonder if it's like, you know, some first round back, you know, you're maybe a little mentally exhausted late in the round.
Hello.
Val, your first round back after a long sustained injury, how did it feel?
A lot of ups and downs, if I'm being honest. I felt like it was definitely a roller coaster for my emotions. I told myself not to give the high expectations, but I did. But I feel like there's a lot left out there that I can clean up.
Thanks for joining us. We wish you the best of luck the rest of the weekend.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I was waiting for the go, guys.
Thank you so much. Of course. All right. Everything you'd expect to see from a player who's coming into the middle of the season but has taken off the front half of it is exactly what we saw.
I had opportunities, I just couldn't get over the nerves.
Valerie made some mistakes. She admitted to making mistakes, some of them mental, some of them maybe being a little timid.
6 months is tough, man. I figured we'd see a little rust. I wasn't sure where we'd see it in her game.
Go.
For the expectations, I think she played amazing.
But it's like, I don't know if I should try to throw more shots to warm up or just kind of like minimize my shots.
I think you minimize shots. Think about next week, not just this week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This week we're getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
Give tomorrow to kind of recover a little bit. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, get back to work, and then try to build off of what we had going on here.
Exactly, but nothing. I felt like that's what this week was about. Was not about really playing great here. This is about building my season. I'll be Des Moines, Preserve, back home for 2 weeks, playing A tier, and then the rest of the tour from there.
Good luck.
Thank you. I felt very loved coming back on tour. Thanks, guys. I didn't realize I was missed that much. How's it going?
How are you?
You know, getting back into it. You know, in my mind, I was like, well, I'm just another player to a lot of these players. It doesn't matter to them if I'm here or if I'm not.
How's it going? Good. Good to see you.
And I think for everybody that reached out, it really showed me how much people like seeing me play. And I love competing with all of them. Good playing, ladies. Happy to have you back. Thanks. I'm happy to be back. And I think that really showed me that they like to compete with me as well.
playing with all of you guys again. Safe travels. Thank you, you guys too. First tournament in the books.
Now you have to figure it out for yourself.
You're
beating us by like 5,000 points.
Don't be
Now
a
you
hater.
gotta figure it out.
Big hit out of here. Don't be a hater.
That's what you got, my love.
What on earth is that?
That's a 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said, what on earth is that?
What on earth? She said, what the hell? And roll all of these for a chance to go 4.
You busted.
I think before we continue, we should maybe just take a moment and chat about Valerie last weekend. She finished 18th, 1 over. Overall, I feel like a solid debut. She cashed. We know the skill is there, and it's just a question of how long does it take her to kind of warm back up.
Honestly, it makes me feel kind of sad, but I'm kind of proud of it in a way, just because I fought my way back to 18th place. I have to remember it's just building blocks from here. That's what I'm really trying to learn and tell myself throughout this season. It's just building blocks.
No, you didn't.
But one thing I did realize is I am not me that I was 6 months ago. I need to take a step back and win the battles that I can fight right now. How you play is how you live your life. Like how much you can handle bad things happening to you. I'm trying to learn how to see the positive out of the negatives. And I feel like I'm trying to get at a point in my life where if life is very hard for me, I can handle it and move on forward.
It's a lot coming back after 6 months. Disc golf is a game of repetition.
Because she's such a serious professional, she'll use these as building blocks, and I think you're going to see her return to form in no time here in 2023.
I feel like I gotta put my feet in the water, and I just gotta figure out how to swim again.
It's gonna take time and just getting her back on the course and seeing where that goes.
We're gonna come out better and stronger than where we were when we went into this. She's gonna come out of this playing with more fire than she's ever had, more motivation than she's ever had.
Once I get more reps in, mentally, once I figure some things out about how to handle the pressure a little bit better, I think I can get to that winning standpoint again in my life.